we just had a request for a group release on technology. One of our participants here is upgraded to the latest version of Windows. This is something we can all appreciate. Now the printer doesn't work, now the camera doesn't work, etc. So I invite everybody to just take a moment, pause, let things settle, and just be. Maybe even a deep breath or two. And just notice what comes up when you think about struggling with technology, the latest upgrade. I was about to reach for my phone, but it's charging over there. But yeah, the phone, whatever happens, whatever you want to make happen, all of the headaches, the incompatibilities, and feeling like an idiot because you can't get it to work. So just notice it all. Notice all the thoughts and memories. Notice the feelings that get stirred up. Notice how the body reacts to all of this. Because ultimately, the body itself is one of our most reliable ways of reading our emotions. We feel them in the body. And whatever is here, could you allow that? Is that welcome? Is that what's apparently happening? And then, when you're ready, let's just check. Does it feel personal? Are you the one struggling? Does technology have it out for you? And just allow whatever comes up. Notice how personal it seems to feel. Because it does. And then when you're ready, could you let that go? Is this a possibility? Would you let this go? And remember, any answer is okay. Sometimes the no's are the most important releases. And when? When would you let that go? So, another breath or two. And then, let's just go back again. Think about the last time that you had to struggle with technology. Maybe this morning, this evening, wherever you are. And think about how you felt about it. Just notice the memory, the stories, the thoughts, images, sounds, and notice how the body reacts. Notice any tension. Notice in particular the core of the body from the throat down to the groin. And just have a little look around. Get curious what's happening in the body. And this time, that's where we're going to focus. Just notice everything happening in the body around that topic. Technology, upgrades, tech support, incompatibility. Just notice what happens in the body when you think about your struggles with tech. And just as best you can you allow it open? Give it permission. Allow yourself to feel that way, since that seems to be the way that you feel anyway. But now let's just play a little game. What if all that you're feeling in the body, what if that didn't have any reason? What if it didn't have any story, name, justification? Could you just allow that to be pure energy? And would you? And when? And so, keeping the focus in the body, could you give that energy in the body, whatever's happening, whatever you've noticed, could you give it permission to be like that for as long as it needs to be? And notice what's happening. And this is the heart of the matter. Emotion expresses itself in the body as energy, energy in motion. And in the natural circumstances, it simply dissipates, it passes through. Have you ever seen a storm that lasted forever? That's how emotion works. You feel it, it's intense, but if you just allow it to be like that, give it permission, it doesn't last forever. So notice what's happening in the body and just give that permission as best you can. But then check, is it possible you might be resisting? Because really, who wants to feel that way, right? Even when you label the feelings in the body as negative, that's also a kind of resistance. It's a saying, no, I don't like this. So just notice any kind of resistance to what's being felt. And sometimes the resistance can be even stronger than the original feeling. So notice the original feeling. And then notice any resistance to what's being felt. Let's go back and forth a little bit. The original feelings, sensations in the body, and that no, the resistance, don't want. And then the feeling, and the no. And one last time, the original feeling, and the resistance. Just that little back and forth may have loosened things a little bit. But now let's play even more. Could you welcome all of that, the resistance and the feeling together? Could you? And just take deep breaths. That helps to move things. So could you welcome all that's being felt and any resistance at the same time? And then could you let that go? Would you? Are you willing? And when? So, feels like a good place to stop. So